Hi guys, Joe's My Reactions, and this video I'm going to react to episode 16 of season 1 of Once Upon a Time. So I'm still cringing from my previous reaction, so yeah, thank you very much if you're not annoyed by me, and if you were annoyed, I understand. But anyways, just to give a little bit more like my thoughts about that last scene, because my thoughts on the last video was very well over the place. Now my thoughts on it are like, okay, Vegeta obviously planned the whole thing. She obviously did that because she once and for all wanted to prevent the fact that Snow White and Charming were getting closer and closer to each other. They were about to get a sort of happy ending, but also not really. I guess she wasn't satisfied with the fact that their love was already tarnished by the fact that Catherine is gone. I guess she also wanted to get rid of Catherine, because Catherine wrote that whole letter about them, you know, that they can be together and all that. So, assuming that's Catherine's heart, assuming that is, she got her heart. Not too sure if Catherine's also dead, because we've seen before that she can rip out people's hearts, as with Graham, and they can still walk her out. So maybe Catherine is still out there somewhere, but without a heart. Planted the heart, got Snow White's fingerprints there, so that maybe at some point David would really think that Snow White has something to do with it and would come to test her. So yeah, and Snow White will be very hurt by that, and yeah, bye the whole happy ending. I mean, other than, you know, Snow White maybe ending up in prison, I don't even know. So Vegeta is 100% behind it. That's, I guess, my thoughts on it. So yeah, let's get into it and let's see how stupid I am going to be again.
What are you gonna do?
Gotta take care of him, yo.
I'm giving you a head start.
Oh man. Oh snap. You don't want to see that, Charming. Oh shit. Whoa. Ooh. Oh. Okay, this is definitely the most Disney show the show's ever been. Oh! Okay, forget that. I take that back. I take that back.
What are you doing?
Getting rid of the vermin in this house.
Snow, why don't you have a seat?
Oh!
Hey, don't slap him. Hey, hey.
My name is Jiminy. And your friends have asked me to be here tonight. They're concerned about you, and they have something they'd like to say. Grumpy, why don't you start?
Snow White, you've changed.
An intervention?
You've become angry, irritable, and downright mean.
Your anger towards the Queen is understandable. It's just not fair to take it out on your friends.
You're right. I should be taking it out on her.
Ah, that was not the point of it.
No, it's gonna change you. It'll turn you into something darker than you can imagine. You don't want to go there. No.
Good news, fellas. You can quit your complaining because I'm leaving. Have you ever seen this before? Yes, it's my jewelry box. That's what we found the heart in.
Oh.
Don't you see what's happening here? Someone stole that box and put the heart in it. I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm innocent.
Miss Blanchard, it's okay. I know what it's like to lose someone you love.
Oh my god.
Humiliated. If that box was stolen from her, as she claims, don't you think there'd be signs of a break-in?
Now if that person is smart.
You're her roommate. Tell me, has there been a break-in? She is a woman who's had her heart broken. And that can make you do unspeakable things.
Oh, like cut out her heart? Yeah, that's a little bit drastic. Oh, maybe I should take that back as well.
Soft, pliable, tender, flesh.
She's at her castle. But only for the night. In the morning, she leaves for the summer palace. Please, that's all I know.
That summer palace was built for my mother.
Oh!
Did you find something?
Ah. Ah.
It's just a book.
I think we both know that that's not the case.
Can
I get a water, please?
Ring the alarm.
What do you know about it?
I know it's a book of stories.
Aren't all books?
Stories that really happened. I'm here for Emma.
So you want to get her to believe? Why don't you just tell her?
There are some people, like you and me, we can go on faith. But others, like Emma, they need proof.
Put your hands where I can see them. On. Second thought, don't. She had a pickaxe. She threatened to skin me. The Evil Queen? No, Snow White.
Oh.
What? She said she wanted to kill the Queen. Snow is not bloodthirsty. She is not a killer. I know her.
Everyone has a dark side, David.
Yeah, sure.
That's
but
not just a dark
having
side.
a dark side and doing something so evil, that's a different thing. That's not what she is.
I always believe that evil isn't born. It's made.
All due respect, Regina. I don't think you know much about evil.
I believe in both. I'm all here for getting a lawyer, but
I hope
Mr. Gold?
best interests are what he's
I mean, luckily, he's not a fan of Regina, to put it in a soft way,
I didn't ask for money.
Then why are you doing this?
to get back at Regina.
Let's just say I'm invested in your future.
There's no way to bring her back.
But there is, though.
No potion can bring back true love. Love is the most powerful magic of all. The only magic I haven't been able to bottle. If you can bottle love, you can do anything. You have to kill her when she's on the moon. When she's on her way to the summer palace. An arrow fired from this bow will get you exactly what you need. It always finds its target.
If you take that weapon, you do it alone.
That was always my plan.
I'd rather have a Cupid's bow.
What did you do to her?
What did I do to her? You mean, what did you do to her? You caused her pain. Without that pain, she would never have drank my potion to forget about you.
True love's kiss will awaken her.
Most certainly. But it's gonna be hard to kiss her when you don't know where she is.
My cloak. Why would you want my cloak?
It's drafty in here.
She could never become that evil.
Everyone can become that evil.
Evil isn't born, dearie. It's made. If Snow starts down that road, you'll never get her back.
Holy moly.
Get your hand off me!
No!
I'm helping you remember.
Gee.
I told you. I will always find you.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah.
This is how my mom got in your apartment.
Okay.
Something wrong about you trying them all. Ooh.
Do you believe now?
This doesn't make any sense. True love's kiss should have restored your memories.
It's not true love. Because I don't love you.
You can't do this. It's not who you want to be. You can't kill her.
Really? Watch me.
Yes. I saw Mary Margaret in the woods.
And what was she doing there?
You can't kill her.
Really?
Oh man, that's not, we don't need that kind of
I'd
remix.
wake you up. You went too deep into hypnosis.
Oh?
Come on, get out of here.
You must be James.
You can talk?
Yeah, and you can listen. Name. It sounds like you're approaching this the wrong way. How can she remember who you are when she's lost sight of who she is?
I thought you wouldn't shoot.
What do you think you're doing? Why would you do this?
Well, because you said you appreciate action more than words.
No one's ever been willing to die for me.
No one you can remember.
Charming.
Yes. It's me. King George's army.
Snow! Snow!
James!
Snow!
I will find you! I will always find you.
When do they not have to find each other, huh?
You think you remember me wanting to kill Catherine?
Can you explain why I have that memory?
David? Are you asking me if I had something to do with Catherine's murder? I stood by you. I never once doubted you. And now that everything is pointing to me, you actually think I am capable of that kind of evil? Get out.
We don't care about mugs.
It's the only thing I broke that I could replace. I'm sorry.
No, Snow, you can't do it.
I can't let the king just kill him.
That's not what I meant. What I meant was, you can't do it alone. But luckily, you won't have to. Let's show that king what Snow White and 7 dwarves can really do.
Okay, so we're gonna escape. That's definitely a smart move. Definitely doesn't make you more... Doesn't make you seem more guilty at all. What are you gonna do, girl? Oh.
You know I do believe you, right? All this evidence tells me one thing for certain. That you are being framed. And I think Regina's behind it.
Then why am I still in here? Why don't you confront her?
Because belief is not proof. Every time I've gone up against Regina, I've lost. Except for once, when I became sheriff, when you helped. I need to save my friend.
And you're willing to go as far as it takes.
Farther.
Now we're talking.
Don't tell me you're gonna combine their hairs to try to make that love potion. Oh my god. Well, another very good episode. I think it's one of my favorites. I enjoyed the storylines once again, and there were some stand-up moments and also very great acting, especially by the actress who plays Snow White and the actor who plays Charming. Those two, again, their Charming is insane. Yes, I know they're married in real life, but still, it still surprises me to see how quickly invested I got into them as a couple, especially because it started off, started off with the two of them telling us like, they are meant for each other, so go along with it, you have to. But it works. I mean, if the casting wouldn't have gone as good as it went, then it would have been hard to root for them, if I wasn't feeling their chemistry, if I wasn't believing their love for each other, that would have impacted the show negatively. But it's not the case for me. I am buying it. I'm still buying it. I am rooting for them. And this episode, once again, the two of them, I especially like this way, how Charming wanted to make sure that that she would remember again. I like that the first attempt didn't work, and that Jiminy or Archie had to, guided him and told him that, maybe Snow White has to remember who she really is first, what kind of person she is. I like that was the way to get it, to get all things right, and not just like, oh, I'm gonna peck her on the lips and now we're good. So I'm happy that they had to do a little bit more than just that. It was a very beautiful scene, and I don't know, and it was even more beautiful but also heartbreaking that right when we got that scene, after that it was contrasted with this horrible scene. Well, not horrible in a way that it was badly done, but horrible in how I felt when David confronted Mary and told her about this memory he has, the memory which was one of his true memories but from the past life, and was also out of context. So I understand where David's coming from, but I also 100% understand where Mary's coming from, and it was so hard to look at her and see just this, the look on her face. Even if she didn't say it to him, that she didn't for a second thought that he was behind this, that she didn't think for a second that he is guilty. She was standing there for him. She was standing by his side. And now that the roles are reversed, he is doubting her. He is asking her pretty much upfront if she is involved with the Catherine's disappearance. So that was you know, those two scenes were my favorite scenes, but in different ways. Like the one scene that made me so happy that she remembered him again and they were reunited. And then the other scene, they get ripped away from each other. They've been perfectly played like a violin, and everything is going according to plan. I definitely don't think in the near future they're going to be reunited. It's gonna take a lot more work to fix this. But you know, I understand Charming as well. You know, it's already confusing enough for him to this, and we already had that before, and I already said that I, you know, even with the whole Catherine mess, that I wasn't. I was still cringing and still getting upset, but I wasn't as mad at him as I would normally be, because it's definitely a very complicated situation, and I felt like he wasn't really lying. I do feel like those two halves of him, you know, the fake half of him did care about Catherine, but then the true half of him, who he really is, of course, there's only Snow White for him. I don't know, those scenes were definitely very special. Also, Rumpelstiltskin or Mr. Gold, also an important role. I assuming that this was after Belle, you know, left, after he made Belle go away, and after he heard from Regina that she is dead, and that's why he was so passionate in towards blaming Charming, you know, about when Charming was getting the information about the potion. I figured that's the case. And I also figured that's why he's so set on making this potion, or collecting the essence of true love, by combining the hairs of Snow White and Charming. But, you know, once again, you know, the actor who plays Rumpelstiltskin, I think Wobbit is his name, doing great. Also really appreciated seeing the dwarfs. I was a little bit surprised to see how Snow White behaved, but she was pretty bitter when she first met Charming, but she wasn't as, you know, this way. But it seemed like she was 100% more bitter than before she met Charming. It was very upsetting to see her that way, but once again, pulled it off. And it was fun at the beginning with the not so Disney scene, I guess, but it did hurt me to see how she was talking to the dwarfs, how she, you know, they're basically family for her. So I'm happy that at the end it was all good again between them. I really loved that group hug, and I especially loved how Grumpy was like, you know, you're not gonna go alone. We're gonna go with you. That was just so lovely. Just checking. Oh, another. There's so many important episodes. So many important moments in this episode. Also, enjoyed how Henry convinced Emma to try one more key, and he was very emphasizing the fact that she had to be the one who, you know, uses the key to open the door, and then it opened, and Emma got this revelation, or realized that in fact Regina is setting Snow White up. I don't know, that was a powerful moment as well. It does suck that she has to work now with Mr. Gold together. I mean, I am looking forward to it, more scenes between the two of them, because they have a nice dynamic, the two of them. But I am very worried. I'm still worried about when she has to return, you know, the favor. And then, of course, we had at the end that Mary escapes from her prison cell. Definitely not a good move. Nervous about how that's gonna go. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed this episode. Again, what a surprise. I'm looking forward to the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.